All right, wonderful people, lovers of freedom. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to each and every one of you. Welcome back to Let's Talk TV, your one and only YouTube platform, where they're giving a back-to-back update on how things to be, on how things to Çlăšh for Biafra land and beyond. If you're joining us for the first time, remember to subscribe and turn on your notifications too. Also, remember to like and share this broadcast as it is hot. All right, the latest one with the boss brains at the moment. Yes, Enugu community has lamented on the destruction of crops farms by Fulani headsmen. And people, these are the set of people that we've been talking about that we need to actually leave our premises. We've been talking about it, how these people need to leave. But of course, anytime we say it, it's as if that we are not being accommodating, but we know that these people are just evil. Everything about them just screams evil. That is what it is, and that's the truth of the matter. Now, these are the details of this news. The man, okay, he said that the man narrowly escaped as seen in videos by a witness Amechi Ugoji shared on his Twitter handle. He's a resident of Eziama Agobu, or in Ezago local government area of Enugu State, were thrown into chaos on Tuesday when herdsmen abducted a man and his wife and son while they were collecting firewood in the bush. The man narrowly escaped, as seen in videos by a witness, Amechi Ugoji. A community leader who spoke in the video expressed distress over the incident, highlighting the ongoing issue of cattle destroying their crops and agricultural farms. He appealed to the Enugu state government to intervene and address the alarming rate of farm destruction, seeking protection for their means of livelihood. Of course, this is what we always talk about, that these people need to be cleansed out. But of course, their so-called governor, Mba, will not always do what is needed and is not even in support of anything that concerns Biafra. He does anything he wants and does only what would benefit him. That's just the truth of the matter. The community leaders the incident has sparked concerns and fear among the agrarian community who rely on their farms for survival. The community leaders' plea for government assistance aims to ensure their safety and the preservation of their agricultural resources. The man narrated, "What happened today is that we cultivated this agri farm. We decided to fence it with bamboos before we shared it among ourselves because cow destroys our crops. When we started fencing the farm, the herders came and started asking us what we were doing because they would come back and remove the fence. True to their threats, today they came and destroyed the fence. So while they were destroying it, we got information and came and pursued them out. They attacked one of our brothers with their sticks and told us that they would return. After we pursued them, one of our sisters and her husband went to fetch firewood, and from there they seized the husband. So the wife and son escaped and ran home to tell us." Also narrating how he miraculously escaped being slaughtered, the victim said that they were accused of killing their cow, a charge he vehemently denied. Of course, our dog came, my wife and son escaped and came to make a report that I was seized by Fulani herdsmen inside the bush. My wife escaped with my son when I was exchanging words with them. Asked them, "Will you kill me and kill my wife? For what offense?" At that point, I didn't know that my family had already escaped to come home and give information on how to rescue me. When the herders discovered that my family had escaped, they apparently sensing danger, they released me. When they released, I was calling my wife and my son, but they were nowhere to be found. That was when I knew that they had escaped. The farm the herders destroyed is located at the place called Agric in Eziama Agobo. And these people are becoming a very big terror to everything that we hold dear. And if we do not take things seriously at this point, it's going to enter another thing and we are going to suffer for it in the nearest future. And that is why we need to do something about it now. And that is why the PM keeps on saying a whole lot of things concerning this set of people, these Fulani people. They are not people you should even be living with or eat with or stay in the same vicinity with, because one day they can decide to wake up and kill you, and their plan, which is and has always been, is to take over everywhere, is to colonize and just to take lands. That is what their aim is, and we will not let them do this. This is not, our land is not for the taking. That is why the Biafra Liberation Army is on a mission to make sure they are cleansed from our land. That is the truth of the matter. We are not going to let them just wake up one day and decide to enter our land to do what they want. No. We are not going to let that. My people, that is just the truth of the matter. We can continue. Like their so-called Jagaban that was supposed to have saved them has unsaved them. Because that is what it is at this particular point. Okay, the next news that we have right here is that the security operatives discover bodies of 6 policemen killed by Fulani headsmen, 15 others missing. It is not a joke. The fact that this set of things keep happening, and they feel that they can get away with it, because it is what they think. They feel they will be able to like get away with every single thing they do. Is very outrageous. Now they are suffering for the consequences. They are suffering for the consequences of the things that are happening to them. He says here that trouble is brewing in Delta State after the bodies of policemen killed by Fulani headsmen were discovered. A collaborative effort between security forces and local vigilantes resulted in the retrieval of deceased police officers' bodies belonging to the IRT Abuja PMF 51 Ogara and Anti-Kidnapping Squad Asaba. So these are the set of people that their bodies were found recently that were killed by Fulani headsmen. And they are still keeping these people in their stead. They are still keeping this set of people in their stead. And that is why we can never allow them to encroach into our own land. They have already encroached. They have started entering. But we will not allow them to do that anymore, because the more they encroach, the more they enter into our land, the more they take over and want to feel that they have something they need to do in our place. And we will not let them have that. Yes, we can never let them have that. Okay, it continues. The recovered corpses of the officers have been deposited at Mariri Central Hospital Morgue in Ugili, disclosed a senior security source at the Delta State Police Command, speaking on the condition of anonymity. The recovery operation conducted in Ugili North Local Government Area of Delta State followed extensive search efforts in the forest on both Sunday and Monday. So these people have been missing for some time. On January 24th, 2024, 3 officers, all inspectors, were dispatched to the Ororo community in Ugili North, Delta State, in response to a distress call made by an individual named Moses Progress. The distress caller alleged an attack by suspected Fulani herdsmen, leading to the officers' deployment. Tragically, they never returned, and with their fate shrouded in uncertainty. So they called these people and they sent only 3 police officers instead of them to send a full squad to go and handle these people. Fulani herdsmen normally move in bulk, and you sent only 3 people. What do you expect? Of course, they have taken them down. Although the police authorities in Delta State have remained silent about the incident, a group of local vigilante members discovered the bodies of some of the slain officers. The report continued. Operation Huts belonging to the suspected killer Fulani herdsmen were demolished, and 6 corpses were found in the Agadama bush, while the whereabouts of the 15 others remain unknown. Regarding the discovery, the anonymous security source further elaborated. They spent over 3 hours at the hospital morgue during the documentation before being attended to at Ugili Central Hospital. Another source, when queried, mentioned no details yet, and I will get back to you as we progress, indicating ongoing investigation into the matter. My people, this is what it is, and this is what things would always end up to be, so far as it concerns the Fulani herdsmen being allowed to encroach, because these Fulani herdsmen, they are trouble. They are full-time trouble. And the earlier we get to find out that these people do not have a place with us, and they can never have a place with us in the southeast, I don't care about wherever they are, in Abuja or wherever, those people, they can allow them encroach into their land. But in our own land, Abia State, Imo State, Ebonyi State, Enugu State, and the rest, we are not allowed to let them in. We cannot let them in. If not, we risk losing lives of maybe innocent farmers, innocent people that are around. And that is the reason we must avoid
we must avoid anything that will allow us calm down when we see them encroaching or entering into our land. We cannot do that. We cannot let them do that. And so because of that, we'll always be at alert to make sure that they do not encroach into our land to do things that are not that to do things that would cause mayhem or trouble in our society or in our community. And yes, we've come to the end of this particular broadcast. Thank you for joining us. Remember to subscribe and turn on your notifications too. Thank you.